Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you some secrets on the Opel Astra H. So I'm going to start with quite a simple one. It's called parking lights. Now you would use this on a dark street, for example, if you didn't want someone to crash into your vehicle while it was parked there. So to start off with the engine running, let's just turn the ignition off. And then if you use this indicator stalk here, depending on which side of the road you've parked, if you push down here, you'll turn the parking lights on the left hand side of the vehicle. And if you push it up and hold it, it'll turn it on the right hand side of the vehicle. Now this turns your rear side lights on. Just jump ahead. You can see those lights are now on. They'll stay on until you deactivate the parking lights again. The next little secret that the Astra H has is you can actually read the fault codes on the vehicle without having a fault scanner. Now you can't clear the faults down, you can just read them, and it's just on the engine control unit. But you can see how handy that could be if you were someone who didn't have a fault scanner. So to start off with, put your foot on the brake, hold it down. Hold down your accelerator pedal as well. Turn your ignition on. And then on the dash, after a moment, it'll start going through all the fault codes on your engine. And you can just Google them to find out what they mean. The next one is actually a couple of different handy secrets that you can have. For example, this model doesn't have the temperature gauge fitted. I think it's only the VXR that has them. I'm not too sure. So if you, let's say for example, just start the car up. So let's say you want to know what your engine temperature is. You can't immediately see that on the dash, but what you have is a hidden menu. Now with your radio on, the radio is actually on. I've just turned it down so I don't get any copyright strikes. If you hold the settings button down, eventually you'll hear a beep. When you get that beep, come down here and just press the BC button, keep pressing it. And as you go through the menu, you're looking for a T. There you go. Now when you get here, you got sensor 22.5. I'm not too sure what that means, but the T down here, that's your engine temperature. So you can see how handy that could be, because you don't have it on here. Now another thing which I find quite useful is if I keep going through the menu here, is you have your vehicle voltage. Now if you don't have a multimeter, it can be quite difficult if you keep getting a flat battery to find out what's causing it. It could be alternating or charging the battery, or it could be your battery itself. So you can easily check that here. You can see we're charging at 13.5 volts. And if I turn the engine off, that drops to 12.6. So you can see the alternator is actually doing something. So in this case, if you were having the battery going flat all the time, I would start with the battery in this case. But if the voltage wasn't going up, then you know that you've got an alternator issue there, so you'd look towards that instead. So the other secret I've found is you can actually leave your lights on for a little while after you've locked your car. This can help you see in the dark. Let's say for example you don't have lights on your driveway, etc., and the car will turn the lights off automatically. I think it's after about 30 seconds or so. So you don't need your lights on. Keep your lights off like that. You can see my car engine is running. So what you need to do is first open the door, hold it open like that, turn the ignition off, pull your key out, and then just flash your main beam once, like that. And what that will do is it'll leave the lights on. After a certain period of time, the car will turn the lights off on its own. So let's have a look. So if we just jump out here, you can already see the lights on there. Headlights are on. This is on both sides of the vehicle. You go to the back, not only is your reverse light on, your side light's on as well. I think the only thing that it doesn't bring on is the high level brake light. Now if you lock the car, let's say wait 30 seconds. The lights will eventually turn off and you don't have to worry about draining your battery. Another thing you can do, which wasn't immediately obvious to me, is you can actually turn the traction control off on the Astra H. I assume you would need to have the sport mode button on that because that's how you do it. Now if you press the sport mode button, it just enables sport mode, makes the vehicle a bit more responsive. But what you can do is if you hold that button down, you can see it will turn your traction control off. Again, wasn't immediately obvious to me that you could do that, so that's quite a handy little trick to know. If you just press it again, it will turn the traction control back on. So that's it for the video today. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. And if you've got any questions, post it down in the comments. And also, if you think I've missed anything out and you would like to let me know, put it down in the comments and I'll try and include it in a future video. Thank you and goodbye.